today.
You heard with y'all, so I'm gonna react to top 10 WWE records that will never be broken by Polana Production.
We're going to take a look at 10 unbreakable WWE records, and with that being said, let's get right into it with number 10, the longest winning streak. We've heard of Goldberg's impressive winning streak of 173 matches without a single loss throughout the years of 1997 and 1998, or even Asuka's streak of being undefeated for 914 days, which is about 2.5 years long. However, I don't think anyone is going to be Andre the Giant's winning streak that lasted 15 years.
Damn, he won 15 years. He never got beaten. It's crazy, bro.
According to WWE, the Giant wasn't defeated from the years of 1972 all the way through 1987 before being slammed by Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania 3 and suffering his first loss after that historic winning streak. Because matches weren't meticulously reported like they are in today's day and age of the tech world we live in, we aren't entirely too sure how accurate this record is, but this is Andre the Giant we're talking about, and because of that, I'm going to believe that this record is legitimate and we will never see another wrestler have a winning streak last that long. Number 9, highest TV ratings. During the Monday Night War, when WCW and WWF battles become the most popular wrestling promotion in the world, television ratings were a big deal. Even at the height of the Attitude Era, when wrestling was at its most popular in years, they were never going to break the record for the highest rated wrestling show of all time. That record would be a 15.2 rating, which equated to approximately 33 million viewers at the time. By comparison, Raw right now in 2022 generates about roughly between 1.7 and 2 million viewers each week. That record does indeed belong to WWE for the first episode of the main event, which aired on NBC on February 5th, 1988. We'll likely never see that ever again, considering WWE's viewership numbers nowadays, along with the decline of cable. Number 8, most matches. Kane has quietly been a workhorse for the company. He holds the record for the most WWE matches with 1,786 matches in his career, putting him 262 matches ahead of The Big Show, who is second on the list. His ability to stay relatively healthy during his career is a testament to both his athleticism and intelligence. Kane knew what moves he should and shouldn't have been performing on a nightly basis. The Big Red Machine is truly the Iron Man of the WWE. The only two names that are remotely close to that record are The Miz and Randy Orton, with both of them being under 1,500. Randy Orton has the potential to end it since he plans on wrestling for another decade, but
in a few years, bro. This man gonna be 50. He gonna be mad old, bro. He gonna be mad wrinkly.
sometimes our bodies can't physically listen to our minds, as he's been out with a back injury. I could see him heading to a lighter schedule as well because of that. To be
Yeah, he should be a part-time. I could see Randy Orton being a part-time soon. I ain't gonna lie.
honest with you, and if that does happen, Kane's record will remain unbreakable. Number 7, the shortest time in a Royal Rumble match. The record for the shortest amount of time in a Royal Rumble match belongs to Santino Marella. He was officially eliminated from the 2009 Royal Rumble in 1 second by Kane after the fastest clothesline I've ever
I remember that.
seen. Now, for the purposes of this record, your time starts from the second you enter the ring, and with that in mind, it has basically become impossible for
I ain't gonna lie, I don't like Santino Marella, bro. I really never liked him, bro. I always thought like he can't wrestle, like he's corny to me, to me he's corny. Like I never really liked Santino as a kid. When watching wrestling and shit.
anyone to beat that record without the WWE doing some serious fudging of the numbers. This is truly an unbreakable record, and Santino
He never impressed me, bro. Like he never ever impressed me.
Marella's got to be proud of, yes. Number 6, most appearances in a Royal Rumble. Mick Foley holds possibly the most interesting record that I don't see anyone ever breaking again. That is making the most appearances in the same Royal Rumble match. In the 90s, Foley played 3 different characters and each of them entered the Royal Rumble match. Dude Love, Cactus Jack, and Mankind were 3 entrants in this match. Lucky for him, his other personalities were always eliminated right before a new one was scheduled. Despite appearing in his 3 personas, Foley only managed to eliminate 4 wrestlers. In fact, Cactus Jack was the unlucky number 1 spot and was the second person eliminated from the entire thing. Also, unfortunately for Foley, even though Dude Love managed to draw a relatively late number and survived to be one of the final 4 competitors, this Royal Rumble was Stone Cold Steve Austin's to win, and he did so in dominating fashion. That means that this man really had 3 chances to win and he blew it. Number 5, the youngest champion. At WrestleMania 34, Braun Strowman challenged the Bar for the Raw Tag Team titles. However, Strowman had to find a partner in order to make...
It should have been Bobby Lashley. You know, Lashley returned after WrestleMania, so like it would make sense if Bobby Lashley would have came to WrestleMania. I mean, having a young ass kid like who was 10 at the time, like win that shit.
Match official, and so he picked a 10-year-old kid in the crowd named Nicholas to partner with him. While Strowman did most of the hard work in the match, Nicholas benefited from the outcome as the duo won the Raw Tag Team Championships from the Bar. Nicholas and Strowman were forced to relinquish their titles a night later as Nicholas had to return to school.
That's a fact.
Nicholas's record as the youngest champion in WWE in any category will likely remain unbroken just because I don't see a 9-year-old becoming a champion whatsoever. Number 4, most world championship reigns. People seem to think that John Cena tied Ric Flair's record for the most WWE Championship reigns at the Royal Rumble in 2017 when he captured his 16th world title. That is actually incorrect. According to WWE, Ric Flair's 16 recognized world title reigns are as follows: 8 NWA world titles, 6 WCW world titles, and 2 WWE world titles. However, there were actually quite a few title changes on non-televised events in the 1980s that for some reason aren't counted by the official lineage, many of which involved Flair losing the title and regaining it back mere days later. We don't have a legitimate number, but the range is from 21 through 25, which is something that probably won't be broken anytime soon. Number 3, the longest WrestleMania winning streak. The most famous winning streak in wrestling history belongs to The Undertaker. This record is one that defined the star's entire career and will certainly be talked about throughout wrestling history forever. The Undertaker was unstoppable during WrestleMania events for more than 2 decades as he racked up impressive wins against stars like Shawn Michaels, Triple H, and Kane. The streak finally ended when Brock Lesnar returned to WWE and became the 1 in 21-1. At 21 straight wins before finally succumbing to the Beast, The Undertaker's record of consecutive WrestleMania victories will almost certainly never be broken. The legend of the streak was built so naturally and for the longest time so quietly that any future attempt to match it would seem very forced, and I don't think WWE is going to go down that route. Number 2, the longest WWE Championship reign. Bruno Sammartino walked into WWE in 1963, and Vince McMahon Sr. immediately saw him as a top WWE superstar, and Sammartino became the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, and his first reign lasted 2,803 days. That is 7 years, 8 months, and 1 day spanning from 1963 all the way through 1971. Considering that WWE likes to mix things up nowadays and build new stars, this is one record that will never be broken as it would push the WWE Universe away from the product. Roman Reigns is the only superstar to come close to that number in the modern era with his 800-day title reign of the Universal Championship, but I highly doubt that he'll be champion for another 2,000 days. And number 1, the longest women's championship reign. Easily the most impressive and unbreakable WWE record of all time is the Fabulous Moolah's longest women's championship reign that lasted 10,107. days. Yes, that is correct. I said 10,000 days. That is about 28 years. This woman was a champion for nearly 3 decades. To put that into perspective, she won the title in 1956 and held on to it until 1984. And that honestly kind of makes me a little sick. The woman was deadass hogging the belt so hard, and no woman is ever going to break that number or even come close to it again. Not even a woman, no person will ever hold a title for that long period. It is legitimately impossible. That was something that could only happen in the old days of professional wrestling. Anyways, that is
Okay, that's the video. So yeah, let me know what y'all think about this video, bro. So yeah, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, you know the vibes. We're just checking out you are.